Welcome to ODT Rugby Chat. Apology to make. I don't think we've done a Rugby Chat for probably 3 or 4 weeks. I've been away. I've been in the camper van. I won't talk about that. It was a disaster. But I'm finally back on air. I've actually been doing a Form 15 over the last few weeks, but haven't put it up. So I've got a couple of guys from, I've got Pete Mirrilees from Harbour to talk to me tonight about how big a thug he is and still in rugby. And I've got young Luke Johnston, who's going to make the Form 15 this week. He's come along from Green Island and taught me what's happening out at the Spannerheads. So Pete, mate, we'll start with you.
Yep.
Harbour had a bit of a rough start to the season.
Yep.
Things are coming good. How's Supercoach 3 going, Marty Herring?
Marty Herring. No, he's taken on the role really well. It's actually been my favourite year this year. As in the past, you know, me, Harley and Eben will put our hands up a couple of seasons. And
that was tough, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's tough to play and to, you got to do all the organisation and everything. And now having a family and a business, it's quite a big ask. But mate, I've enjoyed this year. You turn up, you know.
He's getting paid the big money though, let's be honest. He's getting huge money on me.
Huge money.
He's getting huge money.
Well, mate, like what they've done is, well, with the whole club, you know, we've recruited really well.
Yep.
Harley T-Pole's, who's done an awesome job because there's opportunities in Otago Rugby, you know, with the shortage of players here.
Yep.
So he's just approached a couple of boys, you know, like the guys that we've got at the moment. Say, hey, look, there's an opportunity here to play higher honours. And we're lucky enough to have some jobs at Harbour, like at the wharf and everything like that there. So,
yep.
Yeah, I've jumped at the occasion. And it's obviously built our team up quite nicely. Like, you know, we're going really well.
Okay, mate. Look, Luke, we'll bring you in. First time on the show. Welcome along, mate. How long have you been playing for GI?
Well, I actually played for them when I was about 5 years old, so I've been with them right through.
So you're a GI boy?
Yeah, right from the
start.
start.
Did you go to Kings?
Yeah, went to Kings first, yep.
You were a Kings first boy?
Yeah, played for the first, captain my last year there, and then...
So you, have you just finished a degree at varsity, tell me?
Yeah, just finished there, so...
If anybody's got a job for a zoology major,
yep.
Luke's your man.
Yep,
So how long have you played for GI now? I mean, in a senior role?
So this was my 6th year, yeah, so I had 2 years with the Colts, and then...
Yep.
Oh, 5th year, sorry, 2 years with the Colts, and this is my 3rd year playing Prems, yeah.
So this is the first time you made the Form 15. We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah.
How have I missed you till now? He's a ginger, of course.
Yeah, kind of opened your eyes yet, Paul, I guess.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen you guys playing up. Well, mate, so how's the morale out there? You haven't won a game. It's got to be tough. How tough is it?
Yeah, well, it is pretty tough. You know, you're not winning, and obviously things didn't go too well for us before the season started even. But considering...
Yeah, we lost those boys to those dirty southern guys taking nick from your players.
Yeah, they made some disappointing decisions, but that's the way life goes. But yeah, pretty good considering.
Was it a player decision from your point of view?
Oh, you probably know as much as I do, Paul. But yeah, as far as I know, yeah, it was their decision, and in the end, it can only really fall with them, can't it? But,
it's kind of not ruined the competition, but it's, you know, like we all struggle. Let's be honest. Apart from the three big top sides, and you know, like there are rumours that, you know, that if they didn't play for Southern, they wouldn't play for Otago. And I don't know how true that is, but like what it's done in the past, it has weakened, you know, the other teams, especially Green Island. We play them and you don't know who's going to win on the day, and they've taken their 2 best guys away. And it hurts you, doesn't it? It hurts us as well when we get an injury. We got an international player then to a Colt who probably will not start for any other club team in Dunedin.
Yeah, and it's good to have those guys there as well who can, you know, teach the other boys things. You know, coming
at another level.
Coming from that academy, and they, you know, they can bring things to us and teach us things. So
everybody's denying that, of course. Everybody's denying, and I've written a story about the fact that they made the decision, and Otago are saying they had nothing to do with it. So I got to take them at face value on that.
Yep.
I've still got the odd doubt lingering in the back of my mind. So look, so the morale's okay amongst the boys?
Yeah, well, you're considering, you know, we're sort of working hard on it and trying to be as positive as we can, but then at the same time, you know, you don't want to be accepting losses and, you know, be content with losing. So yeah, it's sort of a fine line.
Look, let's talk about the Hawks for a minute. Now look, are you still the biggest thug in club rugby?
Nah,
look, I was telling the Sam Anderson Heather, and he said, look, nothing's changed.
Nothing. Well, hey mate. To be honest, when I was with Evan Joubert.
Yeah, and he was a bad influence.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. And he's retired now, and so I've retired that as well. So, to tell you the truth, I don't think I've given away a penalty this year.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You must be paying the referees.
Well, not paying them, but I do train one of them. I can't tell you which one.
Got a bit of a story on that actually, Paul. It was probably my debut game against Harbour, and I came in, and first thing I tried to do in Premier Rugby was clean Pete out, and he picked me up by the head and threw me about 10 metres, and of course a bit of a team scuffle started out after that. So.
But you've changed?
Yeah, changed, mate. Yeah, family man, businessman, on the field too.
So what's going on? So talk me about. I mean, I watched you play against Dunedin on the weekend. Yep. There's my phone going. It's only Mike Kerr. We don't have to worry about it. I watched Harbour play. I thought that Harbour were quite big, very physical as they always are. But, mate, that's not a bad side.
Yeah, I think like it is the first time we have played together this year.
Is that the first time you've had that side on the
that
paddle?
side, yeah. And yeah, I think come to the crunch, we kind of choked under the pressure, and it's hard being 14 points down.
Yep.
But full credit to the boys, we did fight back and we gave ourselves a chance. Now,
Well, you could have easily won the game.
yeah, well, I think a good team gets themselves to position,
Yep.
which we did, but a great team would have won that, and we're probably not there yet.
Yep.
But hey, it's do or die this weekend for us, and we know that, and I think the boys will rise to the occasion.
So look, back to Glen on. So how's Modu first year coaching? I think it's might be Modu's. He's done a bit of assistant coaching.
First year
How's
Premier.
he going?
Yeah, you as I said, first year Premier, there's sort of, along with us, there's a lot to learn, and that's sort of the real focus at GI at the moment is just real development of players and development of the coach as well. Modu's doing a pretty good job, and he's got good support there too from Dean Moyhew. He's still hanging around.
Dean's still he's still involved.
Yeah,
is he?
yeah, big time.
He's a big part of your club.
Yeah, he's huge for us, and he's actually started an initiative now with actually right at the junior level. So he's taken a junior academy, picking players out of those tackle grades, and he's teaching them a few things along with a few others. And that's just we rely on the local boys a lot, so it's good to have them there.
It's not all doom and gloom, though, because
No.
your senior B side's not bad.
Yeah, they're on the top
Obviously,
four at the moment.
they beat the Sharks when I was
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
The Sharks are no great shakes. They got hammered by the Harbour Hawks by 50 the other day. But so they're obviously winning a few games in that grade.
Yeah, they're in third at the moment, I think, so they're doing pretty well.
And you've got a junior cult side, haven't you?
Yep, yeah,
How
they're
are they
back
any
this year. Yeah, again, they're a lot of boys. They're all just straight out of school.
Yep.
They're pretty young, so they're playing that junior Colts grade. But it's bloody important for a side like Green Island to have those Colts, because if we didn't, at this Prem level, I think there's probably about 10 of us who all play Colts together, so there wouldn't be a Prem side now without.
If you haven't got those.
Yeah.
So look, how's the rest of that? How's the Harbour club going? I mean, your senior B side's not a bad side.
Yeah.
That gives you some depth to call on.
Yeah,
Colts not quite as strong, obviously.
Yeah, they're in the top Prem.
They're in the Prem
grade.
Colts.
But we had a whole restructure at the start of the year. From the whole committee to Jack, he stood down this year.
Well, you dumped Jack, I can't believe it.
No, we didn't dump him. I think it was the best thing for the club. Like we had some young people, Lance and Kerry, wanting to take it up by the reins. And I sat down with Jack. I said, hey, look, we haven't got time to go out there and go to the schools and do the recruiting that they do. And they've done an amazing job, them and the new committee. They've got the junior club involved. If you come out to the club rooms, we've got a whole big kids area now. Yep. So, it's not just 15 guys trying to layer up at the bar. We've got a whole family environment, and the whole atmosphere's just changed, and it's full credit to Lance and Kerry.
He's done a great job for you. Lance, I think Lance I had a long chat with Lance, I think at the end of last year, and said to him, mate, if you're going to take control, you need to take control. Yeah. I think hats off to Lance and Kerry, they've done a great job.
Yeah, fair dinkum.
Right, boys, we better move on to the Form 15, because we haven't picked one for quite a few weeks. Well, I've actually been picking one on my head, but I haven't been picking on the paddock, so we'll just move through. I've still got Sammy Anderson, Heather in my team. He's playing pretty well. Played a right against you guys on the weekend.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We
knew
okay. He was a threat, so we shut him down.
I've left Conrad Stedman in my team because Conrad Stedman's 43 years of age. He's the chairman of Pirates and he's holding them together, so he's got to stay on the side. Yeah. I'm putting Big Tom Vigo in from Alhambra Uni because they're really struggling up front. This guy from Harbour, Charles Elton, I watched him play on the weekend. I thought he was your best player.
Yeah, he was our player of the year last year. And
he's a good player. He's quite strong. And I'm putting in Joe Ladder. Oh, because I've got it, because I think John's paid me $50 or $60, this old man. I'm putting another one of your boys in, Radu Daiwai.
Yeah.
He's the big Fijian boy from Southland.
Dynamic.
He's a good ball carrier.
Very good.
So Luke, you're in. Congratulations, mate.
Cheers.
So look, why are you in? Every week I read Green Island, and you've been player of the week every week for them.
I think
you going all right? You going okay?
Just a little boy making some tackles, I guess that's all it is, really.
And you're a ginger. It's always helps. Yeah. And we're going to put this man. What did you think of him on Saturday for the Sharks?
Yeah, very impressed.
Powerful man, isn't he?
Yeah. He actually brushed me off, the little bugger, so I'll have to get him back. But hopefully, he's done well.
He's going well.
Very dynamic.
Right in the back line, lads, I'm putting Will Cosgrove in from the Eels. Anybody seen him play? I've never seen him play, but I'm putting him in.
No.
I'm putting Michael Collins at first five because he's been playing there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm putting Tamura only in because he's played 100 games.
And a veteran.
And a veteran at 24 or 25. Hannah Pali, in fact, I might be putting Tamura on the wing. Hannah Pali, I'm putting the Southern boys in.
Another former GI boy, actually.
Another one of yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, they buddy going to Southern. So this kid's good.
Yeah.
Tay Walden, happy with him. And I'm putting Matt Faddison somewhere. I'm putting him on the wing. There it is, lads. Okay, look. Pete, tell me about your business. How's that business going?
Yeah, last time I was on the show, we were looking for a name. So we've come a long way from there. Let's Go Fitness. Well, we've got the contract now for the Southern Showdown, do the boot camps.
Yep.
So they've given old CrossFit the flick and come.
You're in.
We're in. So what we're actually looking for is contenders. And
You should go up.
well, I was thinking.
No, but they're too scared to take you on, aren't they?
Well, no, not really. Like we can, the rumours out there could talk the beer, get us both out of retirement. But I'll speak to the man first and a few niggles as well to make sure we get through.
What about, I think the big matchup, what do you think? I reckon perhaps you and Jabir would be huge. Imagine you two fighting each other.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
That would be big.
That'd be impressive.
Yeah, wow.
I'd referee the fight. How's that?
Would you?
I'll come along and ref.
You come along and ref?
Yeah.
Well, there we go, team. We could make it happen.
Well, boys, the other thing we need to talk about, we're going to talk about the ODT Express. Now, the ODT Express competition is on this weekend at half-time at the half-time in the Lions Highlanders game. Now, I've done some points in the paper tomorrow, read the column tomorrow. I've talked about the people that are in. So let's talk about your entrance. I think the Harbour boys have got Aliki Morris starting.
Yeah, fastest
I've
man
got him
over-
at 12-1.
Mate, have you not seen the testing stats? Fastest man over first 40 and probably the best skill. So I'll take that 12 when I put a tenner.
Well,
I'll put a tenner on it.
Done. I'll take you on for that tenner. Look,
Yeah.
I think the thing is you've got to remember that this is not about straight pace. There's a big skill element this year,
Yeah.
and there's also a big strength element. So look, tell me about this man from Green Island, Matt McCutcheon. I've got him at 20-1. Matt McCutcheon. How's he go?
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not your standard lock. He's sort of a bit skinnier and slimmer than most, but very athletic. So, yeah, I'll take them.
Well, I actually train his mother, and his father's he owns a bakery.
Yep.
Baker's
Yeah, that's one.
doesn't.
Baker's doesn't.
Yeah, so if he has plenty of those muffins and pies, mate, or
You're good to go?
Well, I could put $1 on him, but hey, if it was his mother running, I'd back her.
Look, I've got Gavin Stark at 5-1. He's the fastest kid in town, I think, playing rugby this year. But I'm telling you now, I don't think the fastest kid wins. I think it could be Mark McCutcheon, the big lock. In fact, I'm thinking about Adam Johnson, the big musterer from Mahina. He might go close.
Well, you think about it though, there's club rugby beforehand, and we have got varsity.
Ah, good point. Let's talk about that now. You bring me into that. Let's talk about the games coming up this weekend. First came up, I'll get you both to pick. Dunedin playing Zingaree, Dunedin at home.
Yeah, Dunedin too strong. I'll go 12 plus.
12. Okay, what about you?
I'd go 12 and under. Yeah, bit fast for Zingaree.
Yeah, I think 12 and under. Okay, so the big game, Green Island Tyree. Where are you going?
Yeah,
I've got them 13 plus. Can you get up?
Yeah, we can. Big game for us, Bazette. It's our one.
The
our
Bazette
big one.
Memorial?
Yep. Battle of
Oh, it's
Saturn.
not Memorial, the Bazette Trophy?
Yep.
So you win that?
Yep. Yeah. Bigger things have happened.
Luke,
Yep.
good work. What about you, Green Island Tyree?
Throw him, man. I'll take Tyree.
Well, let's talk about the big game for you guys. It's Harbour up against Varsity. It's Supercoach up against his old team from last year. He offered 15 grand to the young lock. He came to you and then he's gone back to Varsity. Whatever his name is, the young lock, the young big tall lock playing for the New Zealand
Thorn, is
Colts.
it, for 15
The big New
grand?
Zealand Colts.
Yeah.
So, look, I've got a sneaking feeling Harbour beat Varsity.
Yeah, well, we've learnt a lot against Dunedin. We can get ourselves in that position that we did against Dunedin, and we've got a good chance. And I think it was actually good losing that game because we've learnt so much and the boys have trained so well. So I'm backing us too.
Okay, Harbour Varsity, what do you think?
I think we'll go Varsity. Both sides starting to hit their straps, but yeah, I think
Go Varsity.
does.
Okay, so Pirates Southern, big Southern,
Yeah,
too good,
Southern,
too strong. Southern too strong.
Yeah, 100 points.
Yeah. Now the last one, which is very interesting, Kaikorai Lambert. Both these sides under strength at the moment. Who wins that? They're playing up the hill too.
The Breeny playing?
Brady will be playing for Lamborghini.
Yeah,
Yes, obviously.
yeah, I'll
You're
take
going Lamborghini?
Yeah.
I think Kite's got the Colts back too, do they? The New Zealand boys.
This is their last week, then they're away for 8
I
weeks.
might go Kite, yeah.
You go Kite? Oh, there it is. You've heard it here first. Just remember Saturday night, the ODT Express. Get along to the Highlanders and watch that game and watch that big ODT Express competition at half time. The big game this weekend. Now remember, I hardly ever get this wrong. It's Harbour playing Varsity, and I have a sneaking suspicion Harbour get up and win by 2 or 3, and we'll talk to you again next week.